Hi you guys, welcome to my channel. So today I'm going to be cleaning my washing machine. It's overdue by a few months. So I'm going to be using a few new methods using the baking soda and vinegar method to clean my washing machine, as well as using a liquid drain cleaner for the wash tub down in my basement. So stay tuned for how I do that. Okay, so what I'm going to do is pour this Max Drain liquid Drano stuff down this tub. I want to make sure it goes right into the pipe, and that's gonna flush out. I'm gonna pour like half of this bottle down here. This is where my washing machine drains into. Because my house is 100 years old, the washing machine was originally in the basement. I had someone bring that upstairs, and so now it still drains down into this tub, and I haven't had anyone take this tub out of the house yet. So what I'm going to do is let that sit down in the drain, and then have the washing machine run a cycle with the baking soda on the hottest cycle, the hottest and longest cycle, and that water will drain into this pipe here, and all that hot water will flush out the Max Drain liquid, and any clogs from lint or whatever, hopefully that will kind of dissolve some of that and make sure that the smell that's coming whenever there's a backup, it'll flush it out. And then after I do the baking soda rinse, I'm going to do another cycle with vinegar and do the same thing and just see what happens. This is an experiment. I'm testing to see what happens. We'll find out. Okay, so I'm going to move my washing machine back, or pull it out from the wall, because other YouTubers that I've seen have said that the washing machine has a filter at the bottom or the back panel. So I'm going to look for that to clean the filter out. I don't know where my manual is, so that would help me determine where to look, but I'm not sure. So I'm going to just pull this out, and I'll show you what it looks like in the back. Okay, you guys, so this is the back of my washing machine, and I don't see the panel that is supposed to be down here for me to pull out a water tube. I don't see anything on the side, so I don't know where that would be on this model of a washing machine. I don't see anything. I'm gonna have to look that up. As you can see here, there's just some residual laundry detergent that has dripped on it, so I need to clean that up. And then in the soap dispenser, there's some like hard water and detergent that has gotten in here that I need to clean up. So I'm just going to clean up these compartments, pop these out and clean them as well. And just in here, I'm going to clean all of that up. And then in the washer, you can see down here, there is some gunk that's in these little holes. It's supposed to drain water. Water does pool in here. So I always try to make sure I leave the washing machine door open after a cycle so that it can dry out. But as you can see, there's some mildew buildup and hard water buildup in here that I need to clean out. So I'm going to use that rag in here and let it soak so it can break this mildew up before I do the wash cycle. There's also just a little bit of like soap scum that's on the surface of the door, so I'm going to clean that up as well. Okay, so I'm going to take this distilled white vinegar. I got this from Walmart, and I'm just going to pour it into this bowl with this old rag that I have. I plan on throwing the rag away afterwards. I'm just going to make sure that the towel gets completely saturated in vinegar. And I saw another YouTuber who did this in order to like break up the mildew and gunk. So I'm going to try that. I'm like combining different methods that I've seen other people do. So you can see that this rag is saturated in vinegar. I'm going to take that and line the rubber part of my washing machine with that. And you guys, you see my cover for my washing machine and dryer. It says wash and dry. I use my Silhouette machine to make that. If you want to see how I did it, I washed it and I didn't iron it, so it's wrinkled. If you want to see how I made this, leave a comment below, and I'll show you guys how I did that. Okay, so I'm going to put this rag in place, and it's really saturated with vinegar. So I want to make sure every spot that has that buildup is covered, and kind of tuck this rag into the rubber. So I'm just tucking it in there and making sure that the door will still close at the same time. But all of that mildew and water buildup is completely covered. So I'm going to go ahead and pour the baking soda in now. So I have the Arm & Hammer just pure baking soda. I'm not sure if it makes a difference what kind you use for this step. I'm going to pour the whole thing in the tub. And I'm going to run my machine. Okay, so I'm going to turn my washing machine to the longest setting, which for me is bulky bedding. That's 56 minutes, and then I'm going to change the temperature until it's hot. So you can see it's set to hot, and I'm going to leave the speed, and I have the extra rinse cycle on, and I'm going to say that the soil level is heavy so that it gets like rigorous spinning when it's washing, and I'll see what that does. So I'm going to go ahead and start. You guys, so my first cycle with the baking soda has completed, and I can tell you that I went downstairs in my basement. I can notice a difference, like it smells fresh in my basement. And then smelling inside of my washing machine, I can smell a difference. This towel has been soaking with the vinegar, and it went through that cycle. So what I'm going to do is pour some more vinegar. I'm going to pour about 2 cups of vinegar into the tub. And I think that's about 2 cups. I'm going to pour some vinegar into the detergent dispenser, in the bleach dispenser, and in the fabric softener dispenser. So I have all of those maxed out, and I'm going to run the cycle again, the same cycle. I'm going to make sure that this towel is tucked in. It did kind of displace when it was washing, because this towel displaced while it was washing because of the drain cycle. So I just want to make sure I get that really good and saturated. I'm going to do the same thing and let it soak in here some more, because I want to go in, I think, with a toothbrush and scrub up against the rubber to make sure I dislodge any little nasty germy mildew that's growing around it. And then once all of that is done, I'll come in with a nice soapy rag and clean everything out. So I'll show you all what that looks like. I'm going to leave the same settings. All I have to do is press start, and I'm just checking to make sure I have the same settings as before, and let that run. Okay, so I have this soapy water in this little rag that I'm going to use. This is just dish detergent and hot water. I'm going to use this to wipe up just all of the surface of my washing machine. And I don't want it dripping because I don't want to damage anything. But I'm just going to work on the surface. Be careful not to push any buttons since the cycle is running right now. And getting the lint and dirt and soap detergent off. I'm going to go over it once with the soapy rag, and then I'll rinse this off with clear water to get any residual soap off. Do I see that? That's just lint, hair, dirt, whatever has fallen in this tray. I'm going to clean that out as well. Okay, so the cycle has stopped washing. I've already cleaned the outside, but I still need to get around the inside. I have an old toothbrush that I'm going to use, and I'm going to scrub inside of here. But first, I want to clean off the door. As you can see, like there's condensation, some moisture still around here, so I'm going to clean that off. And while that moisture is here, I can get like the lint and dirt that has come off of the clothes off the door. And it comes off easy because it just went through a wash cycle and there's moisture there to soften it up. Now that I'm all done cleaning my washing machine and the wash tub in the basement, I'm going to leave the door open to allow the moisture to continue to dry out so that no new mildew builds up. I'm going to leave this tray open as well so that all condensation can dry out and prevent the buildup of more foul smells. I do think I'm going to incorporate the baking soda and vinegar method into my routine when I'm cleaning my machine out, but I just wanted to show you all what that finished version looks like. I did run a second cycle on casual, on hot casual to wash out that bleach that I use to scrub the rubber so that there's no residual products left in my machine. So once this dries out, I'll close the doors up. Like, comment, and subscribe if you like this video, and I'll be posting more. Thank you all so much for watching.